Hello, everybody. It's Andrew Warren again. I am back, but no NFL video this time. Gonna talk about my NHL thoughts so far this year. So I'm trying to get it out of the way now before Christmas is coming up. So, anyways, I'm here for my video right now, and actually, about my thoughts so far this year. What teams have been doing really well and whatnot. But I'm gonna start up with the Eastern first. So, the ones I'm actually there's no surprises in the Eastern division. Mostly in the West Coast. That's my surprise and my disappointment so far. So, actually Montreal is in first in the Atlantic. Yeah, because of PK Subban. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna rant anything because I hate Montreal so badly. I can't stand them. So, I'm hoping that this is the year we finally beat Montreal in Foxborough at the NHL Winter Classic. I'm hoping this happens during New Year's. I'm hoping this happens because I'm sick and tired of losing to Montreal already. So that's probably the best time to beat Montreal in the Winter Classic. So yeah. So actually, I'm not really too thrilled on the NHL Winter Classics uniform. So, but I like the ones they had at Fenway Park a few years ago better, personally. But anyways, that's not the point right now. But yeah, as of the Bruins, speaking of which, I'm going to talk about them for a few seconds. I mean, I like how they've been playing right now. I believe they got a lot of points at 11 of 12 games, though. They're like, I believe 28 points over, 28 points right now. So they're third in the Atlantic, though, but they're catching up with Ottawa by one. If they beat Calgary tomorrow night, they could tie them, or maybe get past them by 30 points tomorrow night. They could probably be up there in the third place rankings, though, to be catching up with Detroit and Montreal. So in the wild card hunt. So and then Zdeno Chara is being like Zdeno Chara again. I'm really proud of that, so I'm happy that he's going back into form. So I think I like where they're going right now so far, because they had to get rid of Peter Chiarelli. Unfortunately, we lost him in the shootout last night, which that could beat. You got to watch out for Edmonton in the shootout, though. They're pretty good on the shootout forming range. So that's the thing you got to beat them on. You can't beat them in overtime and shootout, because that's gonna kill you. That's when they kill you the most. So if you want to beat Edmonton, beat them in regulation. That's my tip for them. For anyone who's playing Edmonton. Even though Edmonton stinks this year and they got Peter Chiarelli. Yeah. Good luck, you guys. You gotta need him. I think you're gonna pull the plug in his career too, so I don't blame you. But and for the Montpelier division, the Rangers, I expected them to do well. I mean, they got Alan Vonquist as their head coach. I mean, he's a good coach that never really won a championship, I don't believe, which I don't think he won a championship. But yeah, definitely in the rankings out of that, though. Definitely. But yeah, my only problem with him, he doesn't perform well in the playoffs. Just like when my Bruins beat him in the Stanley Cup Finals a few years ago. So he couldn't develop on that when he was in the Canucks head coach. So yeah, but I do like Ryan McDonald as their captain, though. I really think he's a decent player, and I think he's a good, perfect fit for them. So I really, that's the one reason why New York is doing what they are now, because of him. So he's a really good captain. So I think they're gonna possibly go into one of the favorite contenders in the Eastern Conference Finals. So I definitely like New York on that one. Yeah. And personally, now I think about it so far, I actually think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be the Rangers and the Montreal in the Eastern Conference Finals. I actually think it's going to be Washington and New York Rangers in the Eastern Conference Finals. Consider how Washington is doing right now, because and finally Alex Ovechkin's finally got help when he got TJ Oshie to help him out in Washington, which I didn't realize in my last previous video that he went to Washington instead of leaving St. Louis. So if you guys caught that, I do apologize for that. But I think that's really, he needed help to get there. Maybe he'll probably finally get some playoff success when he goes to this year coming to the playoffs. So let's see how they roll out to this. So, but so far, I think I got them more in the Eastern Conference Finals. So yeah, so that should be a good translate on that. So, anyways, on to the Western Conference right now. Probably the most disappointing team so far is the Anaheim Ducks. I mean, I expected the Ducks to come out of a cannon after what they went through last year. They'll probably go for the redemption or something. Probably go to against Chicago. With Chicago, too. I mean, I didn't expect Chicago to be struggling at this point right now. So, yeah, so I'm really disappointed in both teams right now. I really thought these two would be the top contenders in the West. So, but I guess that wasn't meant to be the case this year. So, especially with Anaheim, what they're doing right now. So, I don't know. So, well, but it's still early year. Anything could happen. Or they can probably turn things around, like the Kings have done previously. Which I'm gonna get to the Kings in a minute. So the Ducks can always do what the Kings done and just put that one up together. So that's a possibility they can do that. I mean, if they can get healthy and whatnot. But definitely Chicago may consider be doing that. So definitely Chicago. But let's see what happens with that. But my surprise team right now is the Dallas Stars. They're actually, I think, the number one in the West right now. I think somebody correct me on that. But I really think Dallas has been one of the hot teams right now, surprisingly. So, and the reason being is not because of my former Bruin, Tyler Seguin, which I'm still not happy that Peter Chiarelli traded him to go to Dallas. But hey, but he had a drinking problem, but he could have helped that out. But he chose not to pass it over to Dallas, and that's one of the other reasons why Dallas is good, because of him too. But it's mostly because of Jamie Bean from Dallas. I believe he's a left winger, so I think he's been doing pretty well for them. So I think he's got the leading points for Dallas right now for that. So I really like how Dallas is rolling right now. Can they have playoff success? Possibly. Are they going to get the division? Possibly. Are they going to go to the Stanley Cup Finals? No, I don't think so. I think there's still a little more work to be done for Dallas right now. So, but we have to wait and see how they do. So, hey, you never know. But as for the Kings, that's what I got in one of the Western Division. I think they're in the Pacific. So, I like them mostly in the Pacifico. So, I like them, and reason why, because they've got Milan Lucic. Yeah, I think Milan Lucic was struggling here really badly. So, I think that was the best bet to trade him up. Maybe he'll probably do pretty well in another team, which I think that turned out to be really good. Is what it's doing right now. So I think Milan Lucic had to leave here to probably get a better success, though. But but I wish him nothing but the best for that situation. So I can't do anything about it. But I really like the Kings so far, and they could be Stanley Cup contenders again because of how they're playing right now. And who knows? They could possibly win the Stanley Cup. So they're one of the top two teams to win the Cup, though. So, yeah, that's my thought on one of the Kings. The other one, I think, is I can't think of the other division right now, but St. Louis. In which I was saying earlier, TJ Oshie is not in St. Louis anymore. So I didn't realize that. But they still got Vladimir Tarasenko. So I think he's one of the best players in the league right now. Besides TJ Oshie they had with him. But yeah, I like how St. Louis is rolling with in the division over there. So I like them probably going in the Western Conference Finals still, despite they losing TJ Oshie. But yeah, I like how St. Louis is doing right now. One of those two teams. But in the Eastern Conference Finals, both the conference finals, I should say, I like Montreal and the Rangers still. I think that's what I did in my last video. I'm really not too sure on that. But, I would probably still roll with it. But I think one of the two teams that could be knocked out, probably the Rangers if they lose to Washington, and it could possibly be Washington and Montreal in the Eastern Conference Finals. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm still picking the New York Rangers and Montreal because of what New York has for a coach, like with Alan Vinscott, and Montreal with PK Subban. So I like those two in the Eastern Conference Finals. In the Western, I still picking the Blues and the Kings, which I think I said that in my other video. But I still like those two. So far of the year, but I think if there's a team that possibly could pull up an upset between one of those two teams, it could be Dallas. Like I was talking about the surprise team, they could make a run both of their money coming when it comes to playoff time. So, but that's a long way away. So maybe when the playoffs is all set and done, or maybe after the Winter Classic is over, maybe I'll do a couple more NHL videos from there. So, well, that's it for my NHL thoughts right now. I want to hear your thoughts for your NHL season so far. Leave your comment below. So maybe I'll get to that real soon. So, hey, don't forget, watch my NFL picks coming up soon. I'm gonna be rolling with this. So, anyways, that's it for my NHL thoughts from the NHL season right now. I'll see you guys all again soon. Bye.